Are you scared to stand out because you don't want people to think that you're a narcissist or that you're full of yourself? Do you hold back on sharing your successes because you don't want to brag or make other people feel bad? Ever fear that showing all your successes and sharing your selfies and your experiences prevents you from being a spiritual person? Watch this video now if you are ready to stand out boldly in your brand and in your business and use your selfie to be of the highest spiritual service. For the best leadership tips, entrepreneurship advice, and subconscious success strategies to help you stand out fearlessly, build your empire, and crown yourself, make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel and be sure to hit the bell so that you are notified every Tuesday and Friday when a new video goes live. Hey there, I'm Kimberly Spencer, high performance coach and founder of crownyourself.com. And the other week I was watching this documentary because my boys were both in school. So I had my husband, he was away at chef school, and my other son was in pre-kindy. So I was able to watch during my lunch what my family calls boring documentaries and what would probably be inappropriate for a 3-year-old, as the documentary was about Freud. What I found interesting was that on the show, it was hypothesized that Freud's work was what has cultivated this culture of narcissism, of taking selfies and look at me posting and pictures of lunches and all that. And as someone who uses selfies and sharing and my own personality and my own self as a part of my business and as a part of my content, it got me thinking, what is the difference between what makes a personal brand and what makes a narcissist? It comes down to one thing: intent. Your intent behind posting on social media, behind sharing your content, behind showing up as a personal brand, behind opening a business, behind anything that you do is the foundation from which action and habit and discipline and works and doing and results blossom. So think of intention like the soil in which you're planting the action. And just like with soil, not all selfies are created equal. So looking at the intention behind the action of posting or sharing your successes or sharing your selfies or sharing your lunches or sharing whatever it is that you're sharing, ask yourself this one question: is it to serve or to show off? You see, all businesses have one thing in common. Business solves a problem. Maybe it's the problem of your customers not feeling loved, and so you provide a dating service. Maybe it's the problem of your customers not feeling warm and fashionable, and you provide hand-knit beautiful scarves. Maybe it's the problem of your customers not having electricity, and you provide electrical wiring. Problems can be physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, tactile, fashionable. Problems come in all shapes and sizes. When you focus on solving a problem, you are focused on serving rather than on showing off. If someone is struggling in their marriage and you are showing kissy photos of you and your partner and there's so much love there, is that being selfish by sharing those images or being of service to show what is possible for a marriage? Like Wonder Woman says, it's about what you believe. And I believe in love. Love serves. Love uplifts. Love champions. Love empowers. Love gives hope. Love showcases a spotlight on what is possible. Some people could perceive that sharing about your $1 million launch or that showing off your dream car would be showing off. But I question, is it? Or are you loving on people because you are inspiring them with possibility? Or are you leading by example? Or are you showing the love of the universe, the love that the universe has to co-create an amazing life when you decide to create an amazing life for yourself? I was on a call with one of my clients, 7-figure business, totally crushing it. She was doing really well and she wanted to buy herself a very nice present. She had this idea to get this BMW sports car that was just delicious. Like, it had the engine and the glam and the glitz, and it was a very nice car, upwards of 6 figures. And as we were discussing this car, she started to feel shame for having this dream in the first place, for wanting this, for desiring this really fancy BMW. And she was telling me about how it just made her feel like a queen. It just made her feel this beauty and pride and just accomplishment. And yet at the same time, because she was feeling these feelings, she also was feeling like she was being selfish. Like, if she bought that car, she would be showing off about her success. If she showed off about her success and people would judge her and she'd get rejected and all those beliefs that come along with the fear of standing out. And as she asked me, it's so materialistic though. Like it seems crazy to spend that much money on myself. Is it? I don't know. I mean, it's just a car and I have a car that works it works totally fine. Now look, it is easy to argue for smallness. It is very easy and logical. And of course, it's fine to choose to stay where you are, but it's a choice. If growth is your value, if impact is your value, then if you want to make a bigger impact, living a bigger life is also required. If you want to be of service to more people, how can your being, what you have, what you drive, and what you do be actually for the highest and greatest service for all involved? So I asked her, if the things that you desire, if the dreams of your heart, if the wants and the desires and the luxuries of life are actually an act of service, how would you embrace the luxuries of life if by embracing them, it was actually an act of service? Oh, dang! Yes, I did go there. Yes, I did. You see, here is one of my core beliefs. Feel free to adopt this one. You are a warrior for possibility. Everything in your life is showing what is possible to someone else. So yes, the failures can show that failure is possible, but so can the successes. So can the fancy designer bags. So can the amazing cars. So can the amazing luxurious lifestyle. So can the twice a week massages. They show what is possible. Your life is a testimony for what is possible for others. By you walking around with that fancy $8,000 Chanel bag, and by you driving that fancy car, and by you living in that beautiful house, and by you buying those rental properties, and by you showing up bigger on a bigger scale, by you making the money, by you having the list size, by you expanding your impact, by you doing all the things, it is an example of what can be possible for others. Say it with me. If she can, I can too. If he can, I can too. And it is in that space that I believe in my heart, and feel free to adopt this belief too, that it is irresponsible for you not to show up and lean fully into the desires of your heart when aligned to be of greater service to this world, to show people what is possible. And this is why, if you are a good-hearted, conscious, purpose-driven leader, it is a requirement and a responsibility that you make more money, that you have more of an impact, that you show up and serve with all of who you be, including the branding, including how you dress, including how you show up, including the nice things, the nice lifestyle that you have, whatever it is that shows that you are a walking, talking, leading example of what is possible for going for your dreams and living in alignment with your vision and your values and having faith. Is it possible for you to have a really nice car and drive like an asshole and be an asshole? Yes, we've got plenty of examples of that, which is why if you're a good-hearted, mission-minded, soul-driven entrepreneur, it's your responsibility to then be at the level where you're buying yourself the nice things that show that not every person who has a nice car is an asshole. It breaks the mold, it breaks the belief, it breaks the paradigm to show other good-hearted, mission-minded, soul-driven, purpose-driven leaders that they can have it too. And that's exactly what my client figured out. Because as soon as she realized that by having a nicer car, it actually positioned her to be in a place that for anyone who asked her how she did it, as a single mom of 2 children, that she could share her testimony. She could share the values that drive her business. She could share the vision, the faith, the trust that the universe had her back and help instill that faith, that trust into someone else. That's why she made it her responsibility to not only get that car, but to drive the out of it and love it. So yes, if you drive down the road in your fancy car or you strut down the street in your Louboutins, holding your Louis Vuitton, it can be an act of consciousness if you are doing it from the vibration and the energy and the intent of love, of service, of courage, of joy, of acceptance, because you are a walking, living, breathing testimony then for what is possible for others to be. It comes down to the energy in which you put into how you show up with those nice things, how you buy, and the energy and intention behind you showing off your successes and sharing those things that you have been able to accomplish in your life and on your journey. if you are sharing them from a place of service, to be that example of what is possible for others, to show other humans through your example as a role model what is possible for their lives with the values that you hold dear and taking the courageous actions that you have taken, then you are being of service. And so sharing that selfie, sharing that picture of your really nice car or your new Louis Vuitton handbag or your new, diamond ring that you bought for yourself, whatever it is, sharing those experiences and involving people is constantly living into that role model and being the leader for possibility. And I'm going to challenge you, like I challenge all my clients because it's my favorite thing to do. Should you choose to not lean into that service, should you choose to not share and show your successes and celebrate your wins and celebrate your achievements and celebrate those beautiful goal bags, as I call them, when you purchase a nice bag or a nice outfit or a nice pair of shoes or a nice car for yourself, something that's really nice, that by not sharing those, you're actually preventing people from experiencing what could be possible. And that it is actually irresponsible of you not to share those beautiful, amazing experiences, successes, wins, victories, celebrations from that place of service. Because if you don't share it, people won't be exposed to training their brain to seek out the fact that if it is possible for you, it is possible for them too. How can you make your success an act of service? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like this video, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and definitely share this one with your friend who is cheering and championing you on to greater and greater success, just as you are championing her on to greater and greater success. As always, my fellow sovereigns, remember to own your throne, mind your business, because your reign is now. Watch this video now to... Ooh, I got this. We got this, yeah? All business. Ow, something flew into my eye. I can feel it in there. I can see it in there. I know it's in there. Is there a business that can solve the problem of things getting stuck in my lashes?